of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So USF's offense will get the first swing of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, USF!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Arizona State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. And that's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Lewis to throw. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now the play fake. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Sun Devils are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Any time he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6.
Arizona State, 3.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Lewis wants to pass. They're setting up the screen. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. And the Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. He unleashes a long one. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. All right, guys, big picture here. Let's talk some USF. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some...
Going for the big play. He caught it. Touchdown Bulls. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Houston. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Lewis to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It's complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete on the right side. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Sun Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Gets away. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So now to start the second quarter, they'll line up and try a field goal. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard drive. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because
no more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. He's looking downfield to throw. Under fire. Picks up what he can and then slides. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Lewis wants to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Sun Devils are marching down the field. From the gun, the ground game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
First down for the offense.
To the air on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Arizona State, 13.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Hard running there. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Finds a tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying play action. Got him downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Bulls in the hurry-up.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
1st and goal, USA.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for this offense. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Off play action. Touchdown, South Florida. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 10 over Michigan State.
Lewis to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. And they're able to get him down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. They'll try the left side. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give to the tailback. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Balls and fired complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Bulls with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. So now it's second and long. They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. It'll be a first down, spotted at the 12-yard line, and they can still stop the clock.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Lewis wants to pass. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do?
The Bulls will boot it away to start the second half.
Set to kick it off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know what?
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback on the keeper. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the ground with the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete to the left. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Bulls look to do some damage in the red zone. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Lewis wants to pass. Get it out on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. The option look. Runs through the tackle. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown Bulls. Once he got some room, it was over.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by just one over Houston. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Lewis to throw. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Motion from the back. Finding an escape route. Plows through the defense. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, USF! And the stomping has commenced.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
Arizona State, 20.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. On the run, it's Camarda. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Lewis wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The give to the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's O'Neal. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now facing a third and long. Fires one high and deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Henderson. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. The inside handoff. Got the first down and more. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead. And now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
This time he's got his man. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Shakes off the defender. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. The run from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. After run, now throw. Back open in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Bully ball on 3rd and short. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense making its way onto the field. RPO complete to open the drive. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Lewis to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He leaves it with his back. Powers through the defender. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. He makes the catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. Great move. Now he's got room. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught behind the line. It's Freeman. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Gives it on the option. Made a defender miss. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Bulls. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go. And check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but that's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by a field goal over Michigan State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Lewis wants to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got his man. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the 1st. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Punt is in the air. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. The Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Durham. Oh, he makes the catch. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
At the 34-yard line. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Sends it back in motion. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over